Jimmy Carter, the secrets of how he extended his life. When it comes to former U.S. presidents, Jimmy Carter stood out as the longest living. Not only did he surpass the average lifespan of a male American, but he also managed to maintain an active lifestyle well into his 90s. So what was the secret to Jimmy Carter's longevity and vitality? In this video, we will explore the fascinating secrets behind Jimmy Carter's extended life and reveal the habits and choices that allowed him to stay healthy and active in his golden years. Viewers can expect to learn about the specific lifestyle choices that contributed to his longevity and the lessons we can all learn from his inspiring journey. Whether you are a history buff or simply curious about living a long and fulfilling life, keep watching to discover the secrets of Jimmy Carter's extended life. Early life. Jimmy Carter is a name synonymous with humanitarianism, diplomacy, and service. He was born on October 1, 1924 in Plains, Georgia, and grew up on a peanut farm, where he learned the value of hard work, discipline, and community service. After graduating from the United States Naval Academy in 1946, he served in the U.S. Navy for several years before returning to Georgia to run his family's farm. However, he soon realized that his true calling was in politics. Political career. In 1962, he won a seat in the Georgia Senate, and his political career took off from there. He was committed to serving the people and making positive changes in their lives, and this dedication led him to be elected as governor of Georgia in 1970. During his time as governor, he focused on promoting civil rights, education, and economic development. In 1976, Carter announced his candidacy for President of the United States, running on a platform of honesty, transparency, and a commitment to human rights. His presidential term was marked by both successes and challenges. He brokered the historic Camp David Accords, which brought peace between Egypt and Israel, and he also signed the Panama Canal Treaty, which returned control of the canal to Panama. He then went on to establish the Department of Education and the Department of Energy, and championed environmental protection and renewable energy. Despite these achievements, he faced several challenges during his presidency, including high inflation, the Iranian hostage crisis, and the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. However, he remained committed to his values and principles and worked tirelessly to promote peace and human rights around the world. After leaving office in 1981, he continued to be a prominent figure in public life. He established the Carter Center in Atlanta, Georgia, which is dedicated to advancing peace, democracy, and human rights worldwide, and also worked as a mediator and observer in several international conflicts, including elections in Nicaragua and Cambodia, and peace negotiations in North Korea and Sudan. His legacy as a humanitarian, diplomat, and public servant continues to inspire people to this day. How he extended his life. On October 1, 2019, Jimmy Carter made history by becoming the first U.S. president to reach the age of 95. In a candid interview with People magazine that same year, the former president shared just how good it was to make it to his 90s. Despite never expecting to live as long as he had, he credited his successful journey to his loving marriage. However, there is more to his longevity than just a happy marriage. President Carter made significant lifestyle changes and developed healthy habits that contributed to his long and fulfilling life. By following these habits throughout most of his life, he was able to significantly extend his time on Earth. Carter's history was long documented as one of an active lifestyle that prioritized avoiding dangerous health risks associated with his generation. He refrained from smoking, overusing and abusing alcohol, and using recreational drugs. Throughout his many decades of adult life, his occupation shielded him from the many urban carcinogens that we know exist. Being a peanut farmer meant he was not exposed to high levels of asbestos or coal tar pitch, and his choice of farming products also meant he was not routinely exposed to cancer-causing pesticides and chemicals that some other farmers had to deal with daily. According to Carter, his father lived a similar lifestyle, and he passed away at 90 after being incredibly active. His mother also lived a long life, passing away at the age of 97. What activities did he do to stay in good shape? Carter led an incredibly physically active life, spending much of his time engaged in a variety of activities. He enjoyed swimming, cycling, and hunting turkeys. He played tennis, skied, and took long walks. Running was also a favorite activity of his until he was 80 and his knees gave out. In addition to these activities, he was also involved in painting and woodworking. Another key factor that contributed to Mr. Carter's longevity was the peace of mind and the love and support he received from his family. He cherished the time he spent with his children, wife, and grandchildren throughout his life, creating many cherished memories. One family tradition that Carter and his loved ones held dear was making wine. Each year they would venture out to local vineyards to pick around 50 gallons of grapes, which they would then press into wine, a tradition that brought them all together and created lasting memories. Late into his 90s, one of Carter's favorite activities was making wine for his family and friends, as well as donating it to the Carter Center. As former President Carter noted, giving back to society made him feel better, and this sense of internal happiness could lead to better health and fulfillment. Carter's life was an outdoor one, as he wrote in his best-selling book, An Hour Before Daylight. In his youth, he was obsessed with hunting and fishing, and these habits did not change even when he became President of the United States. He spent most of his presidential vacations in the hills, indulging in his passion for hunting and fishing. In addition to his love for the outdoors, this humanitarian and philanthropist also had a passion for volunteering with nonprofit organizations. Every year, he and his wife would take a week to volunteer with organizations that build houses for people. As he explained in a 2014 interview with People magazine, they did everything in construction except for climbing on roofs. This was just one of the many physical activities he enjoyed and found fulfilling. Diet. Former President Carter always attributed his wife's strict adherence to a healthy diet as one of the reasons he was able to achieve longevity. He eulogized Rosalind, describing her as a fantastic cook and a strict dietitian. Throughout most of his life, Rosalind made sure that her husband only ate healthy foods, including plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and fish. She also ensured that he stayed away from foods that contained sugar and excess fats. In addition to his healthy diet, Rosalind made sure that her husband stayed hydrated, which was another essential factor to his long and healthy life. Mr. Carter often cited his lovely marriage as the secret to his longevity, and it's clear that his wife played a significant role in helping him achieve that. Her dedication to his health and well-being helped him maintain a healthy and fulfilling life. Personal life. From a young age, former President Jimmy Carter demonstrated a deep commitment to Christianity. In 1942, he became a deacon and began teaching Sunday school at Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia. Unfortunately, he experienced the loss of his 3 younger siblings to pancreatic cancer over the years. He had 2 sisters named Gloria Spahn and Ruth Stapleton, and a brother named Billy Carter. Carter and his wife Rosalind were blessed with 4 children, 3 sons named Jack, James III, and Donnell, and a daughter named Amy. They also had 9 grandsons, 3 granddaughters, and 8 great-granddaughters. Before his death, he and his wife celebrated their 76th wedding anniversary on July 7, 2022. The couple had been recognized as the longest-wed presidential couple on October 19, 2019, surpassing the record previously held by George and Barbara Bush. What can you do to have a long life like Jimmy Carter? Everyone dreams of living a long and fulfilling life like Mr. Carter did, but how can we achieve this? According to the former president himself, a good marriage is a secret to longevity. Therefore, it's important to choose the right partner who shares your passion for healthy living. If you're committed to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, but your partner isn't, you'll likely find yourself slipping and being influenced by their unhealthy habits. So, the first rule to living a long and healthy life is to choose a partner who shares your values and goals. Then you need to prioritize your physical fitness. You don't have to go to the gym if you don't want to, but there are plenty of outdoor activities that can help you break a sweat and stay in shape. Whether it's taking a long walk, riding your bike, or even volunteering for a good cause, every little bit counts. And when it comes to your diet, remember to eat plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. This will not only help you maintain a healthy weight, but also reduce the risk of chronic illnesses. But don't forget about managing your stress levels too. Whether it's through yoga, meditation, or simply spending time in nature, finding healthy ways to cope with stress is crucial to your overall well-being. And finally, stay socially connected. Spending time with friends, family, and your community can boost your mood and keep you feeling happy and healthy. It's also important to get regular health checkups and screenings to detect health issues early when they're more treatable, and to avoid unhealthy habits like smoking, excessive drinking, and drug use. While everyone's circumstances and genetic makeup are unique, following these tips can help increase your chances of living a healthy, long, and fulfilling life.